So, a bit has happened over the past 2 weeks. Zaien Crystal messaged me in DMs. For context, Zaien Crystal is, a crystal business who had a meltdown about 2 weeks ago over a single word I commented on their Instagram reels. They went as far as saying I'm buying a knife to kill myself, my post quality is low, etc., etc. Now granted, I did comment on a few other of their posts after the video to get under their skin. Yeah, I was kind of being an asshole and may have pushed it a bit too far. But something to note is that they have deleted all comments, and after the whole DMing, they have blocked me entirely. But I screenshotted everything, and it's all in my last video, so that'll be fun. So I decided, why not go over to DMs? Something to note is that this entire company claims they're in Illinois. It doesn't show up on Instagram anymore. I think they removed it once everybody was calling them out on it. But there's a very good reason why I don't think that, and you're gonna understand. So I'm gonna go through the DMs. So let's start. Coming from Zion, they started this first. I am the boss. I despise what you did. My employee has been fired by me. I regret doing so. I feel sorry for someone like you who got fired. I don't know what this was meant to imply at first. I assume what they're saying is that I should feel bad for getting someone fired, even though they're the ones that attacked a random person. But if you watch the original video, you know that this company does this to every single quote-unquote hater. So I doubt it was a rogue employee. Let's continue. This message I sent will pretty much build the basis of the end here. Doesn't excuse that your business is basically doing loot boxes, and your random capsules are seriously overpriced. You deleted comments knowing it made you look bad, and how you acted was wrong. You acted more related to a spoiled 5-year-old being told no as to someone running a business. I highly doubt this employee has been fired. I doubted they existed in the first place, since there is a 600k plus TikTok that it was meant to be views on TikTok of reviewing your product, claiming you've done this before, and if you want to run a business, you're gonna run into haters and criticism. Learn to take both and stroll with it. By the way, flexing your numbers mean nothing if you're still a horrible person by the end of it. Zion messaged me after work around 10 p.m.-ish. I wasn't tired, but it was literally probably 5-10 minutes after I just clocked out of work. So, yeah, this was interesting to get. Let's continue. If our price is too high, then you could choose a lower price than ours. But please don't maliciously slander us. Are you happy because you think employees are unemployed? First off, if my singular comment got a single person fired, I'm sorry, but that's not entirely my fault. The way that they acted should have prompted a firing with no questions and should have ended with an apology. There's no question about it. It's a fact we order a lot every day. You think our price is too high. You can do your own crystal business and lower the price. But please don't slander an enterprise as a liar at will, okay? First off, it wasn't fucking slander. It wasn't. You freaked out over the word scams and went onto all my posts Not all my posts, actually. Just a few of them, but enough that you stand out. And how is that slander when you're the one that did all that? So that's something I brought up. First off, it's not slander, and second off, you fired the said employee that I highly doubt exists. Now after this, I was a bit of a smartass, I'll be honest about that. I know I'm rent-free in your mind when just one singular word made you lose your mind. Even if you are a scam by some miracle, you are still acting like a teenager who is given whatever they want and can't handle a single bad review / comment. Take it like an actual business, like any business, and grow up. Maybe I should have been a smartass there. But remember, I just got off of work. I wasn't really angry, but it was more like he's acting like this because he knows he's in the wrong but doesn't want to admit it. Alright, back to him. Back to Mr. Zaien. There is no way just a child like me is in charge of a big crystal wholesale company. Do you think you can open a salary so easily? Heart emoji. Do you see the efforts behind us? Before I continue, I typed down all of these messages back and forth, so it's easier for me to read it off in a script. And Google was having a fucking aneurysm trying to do all of this text. It got so bad that I just shut off autocorrect and all this other stuff just so I can finish the script. But back to the message. I believe this was some kind of flex again. I think he assumes I called him a child, but in his mind, he twisted it to a child running a big company. I'm trying to connect the dots here. I really don't understand what he is saying 90% of the time. So I'm sorry if I genuinely missed that. If you did fire somebody, that was your action, not mine. I called out your shitty behavior, and you want to blame your action to fire somebody on me. That was a fair argument I made. What was his counterpoint? Paying is rewarding, you just can't see it. At the moment, I genuinely thought he was talking about paying off the employee he fired, or he thought that paying high in a business means you get more rewards. Looking back on it, I have no idea what the fuck he was saying. I genuinely don't. I did compare him to Mini Katana since the time I got the knife, which was probably 2021. They weren't as big as they currently are. They were actually pretty small. I'd say 100,000-ish. I know that doesn't sound very small, but it's pretty small when you consider their numbers now. I can see it because actual businesses like Mini Katana can handle hate and criticism unlike your business. And so far, they are higher in quality and kindness than you'll ever be. I will say this, it was funny that you finally messaged me after I called you a trust fund kid. Context, I couldn't get screenshots of this since they blocked me before I could, but I did call them a trust fund kid a few times as a dick move. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it, but then again, they shouldn't have said the knife comment. Let's continue. Then go support others. Just don't come to see me. I'm in charge of my own business. Do you need the comment? Goodbye, people who only slander others. See who you like. Looking back at this, it comes off as him admitting he did say these things and there was no employee. That's kind of the vibe I got. And here's the thing. He has a public comment section for their TikTok and Instagram, but don't want any negative comments despite the fact that every business has negative comments. Makes sense. Oh, trust me, I support genuine business practices with nicer people behind them. You've been called out by me, deleted the original comment thread to save your own ass, and then when I called out that you deleted it, you suddenly message me. I know I'm under your skin because I'm right, aren't I? So the messages are a bit out of order after this. So I'm going to organize it how I read it. So, I don't think this person is very good at English. I don't think English is his first language. No shame to him, of course. English is a hard language to learn. And I think Mandarin is like right after that, or higher on that list. I don't know. Pretty much the context here is that I made an Instagram post showing that they deleted everything and also tried to run away and hide. Once again, it ain't slander if there's proof behind it, and there's plenty. Don't affect our crystal business again. I don't want to have anything to do with you. See you again. What? What? I don't want to have anything to do with you. See you again. See what I mean when I don't think English is its first language? I kept my focus on the original issue. How did I affect your business? Oh no, 1 or 2 people saw your bad behavior. Whatever shall you do? It's not like you have 300k followers on your TikTok and supposedly have 30k orders completed. Whatever shall you do? Yes, I did become a bit of an asset, but they wanted to flex their numbers. That was the first message I ever got from them. They wanted to flex their numbers at me, so why not use it against them? I did compare them to Amazon, but I tried to do it in a way that made sense, if this helps. You are aware that Amazon, a big business, yes, has several 100,000 users, probably in the millions, honestly, that don't use them, but they're still here, right? I skipped a comment, but that's because it is referring to the message right after that. Where is your evidence? What can you do but slander others? I sent 6 screenshots of everything that happened. Oh wow, look, evidence of the supposed slander. Guess it ain't slander anymore. He ignores this after I share this, and then comments like 2 messages under. These are my former employees who hit back at those who denigrate us. Is he wrong? Besides, he has been fired. He has been punished. Fuck me, I didn't know y'all had dominatrix on set to punish you before you've been fired. That's kind of hot. Do you know that? You know what? I don't want to shoot a video back at you because that'll only bring you traffic. Do you think I'm a fool? Yeah, I don't think you want traffic my way. I personally think you don't want people to know how you act like a child. You cover your track, delete comments that talk negatively about you, and they run away not wanting to buy any of your product. Let's be honest, you didn't fire anybody. It was you, the CEO, the boss, who did say all that. Your business practice was a scam called out by others, yet I stand out more than anyone apparently. So, grow up, be better. You deleted it because it made you look bad. Not the thing that they were doing. The comment thread, I should mention. I said it before and I'll say it again. They're known for this. They bitch about bad reviews and comments on people who've ordered, or just a single bad comment and then delete the original comment to make their numbers look better and nicer. He's not a nice person. Neither is he a businessman with genuine crystals, supposedly. And once again, I don't think he's stationed in Illinois. Referring to the 6 screenshots I sent earlier, these are all the pictures you have? LOL. Yeah, I'm glad you're laughing at the comments that you made. Do you not believe that you did it? What else do you have? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just... here it is. The original video I made. And finally, the infamous TikTok video with 600,000 plus views I will admit in the TikTok video that some of the crystals were genuine. However, this guy only focused on the fact that the obsidian was called faked and some of the bands were, and supposedly acted the same way. Oh, did I mention the video I posted on YouTube, or the post I made on Instagram? I don't want to explain it to you. I'm still busy. I have to deal with the order. Bye-bye. Go. See the person you like. Don't envy me. I think you are so good that you should open up a crystal shop. I am probably going to have an aneurysm saying these next 4 messages. Because I think I hit a nerve so hard I broke his sense of reasoning. Or maybe it's subtle advertising. Since, you know, it's $999 for a mystery box of goodies to start a crystal shop. Kind of ingenious for a businessman to go as far as compliment me after everything they said. You are bound to become rich, unlike now. Only talk big and slander others on the internet. What the fuck did you just say? What? What? You go to do business. You will be the next Musk. Your thinking is too powerful. I admire you to death. What? What? The first thing I think this one sentence I said confirmed my confusion. Bro, you're not a business. I'm sorry. Correction. Bro, you're a business, not a cheated on ex-girlfriend. What the fuck? Alright, so, we're getting to the final bits of the messages here. My final words to a shitty business owner. Grow up. If you just grow up, learn to take criticism, and understand what you're doing is considered a crime in Belgium, then the right response would be to stop doing that practice and apologize. Not once did you apologize, not once did you admit you were wrong, and not once did you admit what you did was a shitty practice. Grow the fuck up. I'll admit, I shouldn't have pushed as far as I did. Commenting the trust fund thing, calling them out on their behavior, all that sort of stuff. But remember, they had a meltdown over the word scams. I'm in business, I know. You don't need to remind me. You mind your own business. You didn't admit your mistake either. We have no mistake. No mistakes, huh? No mistakes whatsoever, huh? None. 0. Alright, yeah, sure, let's go with that. You vilified us first, and my employees fought back. Did you slander us first? It wasn't slander. You moron. It was a single word. I'm about ready to fucking explode here. So we're getting to the last 5 messages. 5 messages. Yeah, 5. Thank you for this wonderful conversation. I'll share it to here and others. Oh, I'll admit I only commented scams as a joke, but your response made me dig into your business and find all of its flaws. Yeah, I originally said scams without even thinking, and it was very clearly a joke. Let's continue. You just have to answer whether you slander us first. Wow, you are disgusting when you say that you comment on a liar as a joke. So I went from being the next Elon Musk to disgusting. Does this guy think all jokes are truthful and honest? Do you think we all meant it when we said yo mama jokes to our friends? I doubt this guy has friends though. Given how he acts to harmful words such as scams. I doubt anyone would be friends with somebody that can't handle a joke. P.S. That was a joke. I did not. I simply said scams. One word is not enough to deduct whether it is slander or not. After all you did, even if you considered a slander lawsuit, you wouldn't win because you knew exactly what you did was wrong. That's why you deleted everything and came after me after wiping your slate clean. Literally any other business would not care because a business is going to get a lot of things. To clarify what I'm saying here, I genuinely believe that they were going to try and consider a slander lawsuit because they kept mentioning slander over and over and over again. But they really did. They tried to wipe their slate clean. My only issue is 3 very, very helpful things. My original video, the infamous Wayback Machine, and their accounts are all public. The business, the CEO, everything is public on them. You are disgusting. Goodbye. Don't care about you. Not necessary. Not necessary. It's the only thing he could say at this point. So I said my final words to him. Yes, this was me being a massive asshole here, but honestly, it was kind of fucking funny. You are more pathetic than I had originally thought. Did I hurt the 300k followers' pride? Did I strike your 30k order ego? And then I decided on something. I figured it was time to dig deeper into their website. And what I found was kind of shocking. The business practices of the random capsules are real life loot boxes. Their basic website comes off as extremely scammy. There are copyrighted icons to sell their practice. And honestly, some of them may not be their own products. Let's do it one at a time, shall we? Loot boxes are a form of digital content where you pay a set price to gain random rewards. The real life equivalent would be Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon booster packs. What makes their capsules different? Well, Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards provide you with cards with unique artwork, and you're often walking away with at least a foil or an ultra rare. Zaien's crystals can easily be manipulated after their little TikTok video. After all, who knows what happens after the camera shuts off? Pokemon cards are heavily regulated to prevent this. Of course, Walmart and local card shops might change it. However, Zaien could easily replace the crystals he promises with fakes to keep reusing the previous crystals. It's even harder to find the reviews of his content that's genuinely negative, on both TikTok and Instagram, because I believe he tries to hide away the negative reviews. Remember that 600k view TikTok that had negative comments by the user? I can't find it under the Zaien Crystal review search anymore. I had to go to my previous script and find the original TikTok. Not only that, Zaien has put his own videos under the review search to promote his business further. I think he has some sort of say in the search, or he is trying to bury all the bad stuff. The website is basic. It's extremely basic. I don't really complain about it, but when it comes to this guy, it's everything about him screams fishy. It screams questionable. Pretty much, first off, this bugs me the most. I don't know why, but his website does not match the colors of his profile picture, which is like blue, white, black, and his website pink and like baby teal. It's weird. You would think you have the decency to update the website. It looks like a pump and dump website, one where a scam might happen. Once again, allegedly. It just screams iffy. It screams extremely iffy. Zaien seems to have this notion that he could freely use copyrighted material with no issues whatsoever. And you're probably wondering, what do I mean when I say that? Well, first off, he has Toothless, owned by DreamWorks, that he is selling. I'm pretty sure DreamWorks didn't give him the copyright for that. Several Pokemon owned by Nintendo, which honestly, I'm surprised Nintendo isn't on their ass because of how they are with everything else. And these two connect to my final mention. This is something that might actually get me into genuine trouble with the Zaien, but it needs to be called out. I don't personally believe he grinds each one down, at the very least not all of them. Mainly the Pokemon ones are the ones that question me. I decided to reverse image search his things on his website, the pictures, And I found questionable results. Pikachu gives me very shockingly similar results. If he doesn't grind it down, he more than likely uses the same mold to copy off of. Then we get the Snorlaxes, and yeah, you could find a bunch of these. These are the exact same figure. Bulbasaur shows no results, so it's most likely he made it by hand, however. Charmander, however, gave me a more interesting response. When I searched Squirtle, I couldn't find it. But Charmander gave me the Squirtle AliExpress delivery, which was strange. Also, Charmander is really handmade because look at it. Psyduck is giving me nothing, so it's most likely handmade. Lickitung, or I'm sorry, Big Tongue gives me nothing, but these images are so low res that I can't fucking even see it. And the EVs are copied because if they were bought, the EVs are handmade because if they were bought, they would actually look like an EV. I guess final words. Zaien Crystal is not a business you should be supporting. The CEO acts like a child upon receiving hurtful words such as scams. His capsules that function like loot boxes, he controls all the outcomes. He can easily just put any excessive material he has into these capsules and throw them into the thing. And now he's got a bunch of easy money to get. And the proof of his crystal design either not being his own or he legitimately bought them is kinda bad. Message the Zaien Crystal. You gotta grow up, man. Your business is only successful because anyone who calls you out has their comment deleted. However, this video will not be deleted. You can issue a copyright strike, you can issue a copyright claim. You can go right ahead and try and do that. I will fight it to keep it up. The final time I am saying this, even though I've said it countless times, it needs to be said in full. Zaien Crystal, you and your business need to grow up. See ya.